Hi friends. If you click to check out the new 6-pan palette from Mother, from her newest release, the Rose Decadence collection, as well as her Divinyls, then please keep on watching. Hi, I'm Alicia. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on my video. And if you are returning, well, thank you for visiting me again. Kinkysweat stands for my kinky hair and sweat live. I'm a fitness professional who loves things all movement and beauty. If you want to check out what I do in between the makeups, you can head over to my Instagram. Disclaimer, there will be drastic light changes throughout the video. Just be prepared for the constant changes in skin tone that go along with that. Timestamps will be down below, so you could click on the actual timestamp and it'll click over to that portion of the video you wish to see. Just want to let you know because I want to share a little story about Mama repost on Instagram. Yesterday, while I was at Whole Foods trying to find the Thai basil, I received an alert from Instagram to say that Mother Pat mentioned me in a comment. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Wait a minute. She mentioned me in a comment that would mean that she would post what? I clicked the comment and I died when I saw myself, some of my footage edited in her Pat McGrath way using the Dark Star mascara. I was just beyond beside. I wasn't live basically. And it was so funny because my dad is like, did you find what you were looking for? And I was like, no, but you know when you want to share such great news but the person that you're with just won't understand, and if you try to explain to them, they'll just be like, oh, that's great, and it kind of hurts your feelings. So I just didn't say anything. I'm like, I want to keep this inside. But I'm so excited. Perhaps the most touching moment of that is just the outpouring of support I saw in the comments. You guys are just so beyond supportive and generous, and to see that, you know, it was just, oh my god, I get emotional when I think about it. I never knew Mama Pat would repost me because I always thought my footage wasn't fancy enough. I mean, look, I got a Rugrats pillow in the background, but I was at Maddie's house for that footage. So Maddie's house is a little fancier than my house, is fine. Happy I took the close-ups that I did. Of course, I was like over criticizing my eyebrows. And then Pat is responding to those comments too. I mean, we were loving up on each other on that post. And friends, I cannot thank you enough. It was just so, you know, this digital love that I felt yesterday, not only yesterday, I mean, we were at new heights yesterday, but every day I feel, and I just wanted to thank you for taking the time to even watch that little snippet on Pat's Instagram. And Pat and her team, thank you so much for reposting my footage. I love it so much. And in addition to that, when I found out that Pat was coming out with a new collection, I received the FedEx alert and I was just like, oh my gosh. Pat and her team was so nice to send me not only the palette but the new Divinyls as well. So we have the Rose Decadence palette, and don't you worry, friends, we're gonna go over comparison swatches, and because I know you are all wondering where the similarities live, especially if you are a Pat collector like I am. That is not the whole of the collection, however. In addition to the 6-pan palette and the new Divinyls, we have 2 new Lip Fetish Astral shades. These are Sublime Hydration, 2 new hues of shimmer. So it is a balm hybrid, but it has a little more shimmer, so it got a little sparkle in there. We also have the Lip Fetish Sheer Color. I believe this is introducing a new design for the lip bullet. There's one new shade, it's in dark romance, because the original design for the lip balm came in this traditional bullet shape, but now it's like a flat balm shape, which I actually really love, especially for balms. And then we have the new Divinyl Lip Shine. So she sent me these. I'm so excited to hop into them. The minute these came into the mail, I just popped them in the fridge. It's really hot now, NYC. I knew these were like balmy, okay? And with the humidity up, I did not even want to touch those without bringing them down in temperature first because I didn't want them to break. We are also looking at 10 new shades for her PERMAGEL lip liner. I might pick up a few shades tomorrow because some of these just look beautifully exquisite. Oh my gosh, I know I don't wear lip liner very often, but these shades really speak to me. Deep Dive is like this beautiful brown, like neutral shade. I am into that, friend. Also, we have this beautiful like pink it's like cosmic vibes. That is so pretty. I'm almost done. I'm sorry. You're like, Elisa, get on with the review. I'm sorry. Okay. Structure. I think I need to get structure. That looks so beautiful because right now I have contour and here we go, supernatural. These are like my two nude shades from her PERMAGEL line collection. I absolutely adore the tones of those. And of course the new Divinyl lip shines. We're looking at 6 all new shades, all new formula. Those will retail for $36 each. The lip Astral shades, the ones with the sparkly design, $36. Also lip Fetish sheer color, the one with the white packaging, $36 as well. And the PERMAGEL lip liner for $28. I was gonna say $28. The Mothership Rose Decadence. I am so happy that she released this in the Star Wars packaging because the Star Wars packaging, if you have it, came in this single flap. There goes the shade card. Single flap design that I feel is just a lot more user-friendly than her trifold design. I love the enlarged logo here on the Opulence palette, but this thing is like this is very hard to have held open and you constantly need to push back the flap in order to get your brush in the pans. I am so happy that she decided to go in with this style, the single flap. And here you have the beautiful rose design with the enlarged pat logo here. You have all your product details in the back, and quickly, this palette retails for $65. It does say limited edition. You know how that goes, so I'm just not gonna say anything more on that, okay? This palette is made in the USA and has a suggested shelf life of 12 months. We're looking at a total net weight of 12 grams and 6 pans. That's 2 grams each. That's a lot of product. Ooh, okay. Are we ready to see what's inside? Here is Rose Decadence. You see I got my Rose Decadence nails on. I couldn't help myself. Fusion from Live Love Polish is basically extraterrestrial on my nails. Do you see the green pink shift? Are you kidding me? And then on this hand I have ultra hot. This is like a hotter pink, green pink shift. So you knew I had to have the Rose Decadence nails on for this video. You knew. I mean, come on. I got the rose gold earrings on as well from Easily. We're ready. Let's take a look at these Divinyls. Again, these retail $36 each. Oh, these are made in Italy. Suggested shelf life of 24 months, and we have a total net weight of 2.5 grams or 0.008 ounces of product. She has the pretend loop holder, I think because this packaging is a lot cheaper. Oh, but I'm happy the box is whatever, because the actual lip product, look, it's pink chrome. Stop it. With the gold lip, this is absolutely outstandingly gorgeous. I am so happy she went with this color. Oh my gosh. I might have to pick up the Astral one because it's this but sparkly. Yeah, that's a must. What color is this? Ooh, Nude Venus. Oh, look at this color. Look at Nude Venus. I love it. This, okay, quickly reading on these Lip Fetish Divinyl lip shines, okay? I want to know what this formula is about. Prepare for all your lust-inducing liaisons with an exquisite array of luminous pout provocateurs. Each luxurious formulation glides on flawlessly, drenching lips in a lightweight veil of hydration infused with soothing emollients, antioxidants and vitamins that protect from free radicals and restore softness and elasticity. Available in fetish-worthy finishes ranging from seductively clear, sheer, and noir tints to poetic pearlescent effects to resplendently reflective shine. Resplendently? I need to incorporate that word into my everyday talk. The Lip Divinyl, blazing and brilliant, this decadent hybrid shines with a divine mirror-esque level of reflection, a high gloss finish. We're looking for a high gloss, okay? Never before captured in a lip balm. Lip balm high gloss. because sometimes lip balms are not super glossy. The nature of the balm formula does leave behind some shine, but they're talking about high shine here, friends. Antioxidant lychee extract and rich coconut butter. Where's this lychee at? Let me see. Hold on. I see the avocado oil, the coconut oil. ¿Dónde está el lychee? The lychee might be in here under its scientific name, and that is why I'm not recognizing it. It's nice that it's in here. Would I rely heavily on it for antioxidant protection? Probably not. Deliver the benefits of a lip treatment mask in a light as air, sensuously soft, lip soothing formula, leaving lips looking smooth and plump. Dressed in a pink couture chrome case. Yes, we love that. Here we go. There is a little bit of a scent, not heavy. Oh, you know what? Why don't you come a little closer? That's enough. Oh, that feels good. Funny, it glides on like a balm, but it does also feel like a gloss. I think that is high shine indeed. If you want high shine, then I would rely on her Lust Gloss line, whether it be her first line or her Opulust with the extra bang of sparkles in there. But I could totally rely on this as like an everyday, quick and easy, wanting a balm, but wanting a little more shine as well. Again, the timestamp will be down below for when I will swatch all the Divinyls, because I really want to get into this eyeshadow palette, friends. You know. So if you want to skip over to the lip swatches, I totally understand, because we got to get reading. Okay, a 6-shade love letter to ravishing roses. This limited edition palette is rendered in a swoon-worthy array of cream mattes, incendiary shimmers, and one divinely decadent duochrome. Evoking the brilliance and splendor of legendary royal gardens, this stunning bouquet sets eyes passionately alight in luxuriously lightweight, ultra blendable shades ranging from, wait a minute, Pas du Malmaison. I totally said that wrong. Inspired pinks and cardinal coral to luminous rose-infused metallics, and a fiercely futuristic fuchsia illuminated by ultraviolet sparks. Quickly, I just wanted to put this note in. I feel the rose theme, it very much likens to Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk. I wholeheartedly understand why Pat would release a lot of rose theme products. You can't go wrong with rose. The color spectrum is so broad that you could pretty much pick one part of it and create a whole collection just based on that color inspiration alone, right? I do believe, however, because many of you were speculating or just saying that the colors look really similar in previous palettes, I think this is for the makeup wearer buyer who did not get Divine Rose 1 or 2. 10 shades is just a lot for them. The black lacquer is a lot for them. I mean, this is an experience on its own. Can you check? Okay, hold on. See that? See that? Look how it matches my nail. So to come out with a more edited version of her rose theme, I think is a good way to go. So again, if you think these shades, you already have some form or fashion in your Pat palette, specifically Divine Rose 1 and 2, then yeah, you don't have to get it. I totally agree with you. Me being a Pat collector that I am, because I would have bought this if she sent it to me or not, I think these are just a beautiful addition to the Divine Rose Decadence collection experience, okay? First, we have Pink Champagne, and that is a warm, frosted pink. Ooh, that is pretty! Peach Dusk is a pink coral matte. Fuchsia Flame, warm pink duochrome with fuchsia purple flash. Oh, I see the fuchsia. That's pretty. Oh my gosh. Golden Honey, light antique gold metallic. Oh, this is a very warm gold. It's almost like a rose gold, but leaning more gold. I know. I'm so sorry. Scandalous is a rose bronze metallic. Oh, and lastly, we have Hedonistic Rose, mid-tone pink mauve. So here are all the shades from Rose Decadence. Oh, I love them so much. Alicia, there's a gold in there. Alicia, it looks the same. I know. and I don't care. Why don't we go into the comparisons then, friends? I immediately thought of Venomous Void. Let me swatch Hedonistic Rose first here on the very top. Here's Venomous Void from the Star Wars palette. Oh yeah, Hedonistic Rose is a little more red. This is definitely more rose, and this is definitely more of a deeper fuchsia, deeper magenta shade from the Star Wars palette. Extreme Burgundy from Divine Rose 2. Oh yeah, that's a lot more depth than Hedonistic Rose. Might I say, it would be an excellent pairing. I don't see a lot of matches in terms of the mattes from Divine Rose 1, so let's put that to the side. I do feel there might be something, well, I don't know, in La Vie en Rose? La Vie en Rose has Paranormal, which is one of my most favorite purple mattes of all time. I think this is gonna read more like a dusty, yeah, purple, and again, Hedonistic Rose just looks more rose in nature. Her other Mothership palettes, I mean, maybe Vermilion Venom from Midnight Sun. Again, that's just gonna be more red tone overall. Let's see it, Vermilion Venom. Yeah, much more red, like red terracotta versus Hedonistic Rose. And I feel like her other palettes have either the extreme black, some sort of deep dark brown shade. So that is a comparison to Hedonistic Rose. I now want to see what Peach Dusk looks like. Hold on, wait a minute, Golden Opulence though. No, Golden Opulence has the neutral brown and this plummy brown. I'll swatch it just so you can see. This is gonna be definitely more plummy brown, yeah, than Hedonistic Rose, most definitely. Peach Dusk, I'm gonna put that right there. Naked Blush, Divine Rose 2, what do we got? Ooh, okay. This is like a lot more pink. This is a lot more peach. You're like, Alicia, really? And dare I say, the Naked Blush is a little smoother than the one found in the Rose Decadence palette. I think Naked Blush is just overall one of her best mattes from her entire collection. The Peach Dusk feels nice, and we'll of course see how it performs when we start blending. They are very similar though, but you see there's a little more of a neutral hue from Naked Blush versus Peach Dusk. From what I am seeing with all my palettes, there's not a shade that I feel comes remotely close to those two, maybe except the one from Golden Opulence. I'm gonna hop into Tranquility. This is just more of like a peachy brown shade that could be in this category, but nowhere near as pinky peach as these two. What I really wanna roll into now is looking at Pink Champagne and the comparisons there. I also want to go into Fuchsia, but let's do Pink. Pink Champagne, the first shade we swatched. I do have Ritualistic Rose. This is more of a duochrome, so it's not gonna be the same. However, I do want to hop into this one here. I think it's Pale Fire from La Vie en Rose. What does that look like next to Pink Champagne? Oh, Pale Fire looks like to be a lot warmer in hue, and I think there's a stronger like gold shift leaning from this shade versus Pink Champagne. VR Rose Venus from Divine Rose 1. This is more of like a duochrome pink to gold shift. Skin Show Rose Opal from Divine Rose 2. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, this is a lot more icy, I feel, and Pink Champagne just has a lot more pink, whereas Skin Show has a lot more champagne in there versus Pink Champagne. That's too funny. Lastly, I wanted to see Skin Show Glow from Sublime Mothership 2. This has a pink shift to it, but again, this is more predominantly pink, whereas this has just like the pink shift in the shade. I wiped this side off because I wanted to look into this shade here. This is duochrome shade from the Star Wars palette. What is this one called? Oh my gosh. Cosmic. What does Cosmic look like? Oh! Cosmic has a stronger duochrome shift. Pink Champagne is not a duochrome, but there's more of a duochrome shift here in Cosmic. I know it's tougher to see in natural light, but you could probably see in the pan how that changes. So although upon first glance it reminds me of Pink Champagne, they're not quite the same. This shade right here, Fuchsia Flame, however, Electron from Star Wars Gold, that's a little more violet purple. Odyssey from the red Star Wars palette, That's more of like a lavender metallic. Rose Risque from La Vie en Rose. That's more of like a hot pink. And of course, Rose Seduction from Divine Rose 2. Still hot pink, but not as like fuchsia as the one from Rose Decadence. And why not? We definitely have to do Sextraterrestrial. Can you imagine my nail? I know I can't get over it. I'm sorry. Sextraterrestrial. This is a trial chrome. This is just a duochrome with the blue shift. This has a very strong chartreuse gold shift. So although I would consider them to be in the same category, they're definitely not the same color. Let's set up Scandalous. Yeah, I'm gonna just use some of this arm. That is the Bronze Rose Metallic. Bronze Rosé from Divine Rose 2. That has a little more gold to it versus Scandalous from Rose Decadence. I don't feel there's one from Star Wars. I mean, we could check this one out. Bronze Nebula. Let me see here. Yeah, that's definitely more bronze, and this leans more rose bronze for sure. Now, I know y'all gonna be asking me to compare this to Natasha Denola's bronze palette. That will have to be another video. Okay. What do we have in the... We might have something from Night Creature, Subversive. Well, actually, let me see here. Oh, Subversive. Oh, wait. The Fuchsia one from Rose Decadence is a lot more pink, and Night Creature leans a lot more purple magenta. Completely forgot about that one. I'm so happy I remembered during the video. Let's set up Golden Honey. To go through all these golds, friends, I mean, I would just say if you feel really strongly about repeating shades and not getting repeats, then just don't get Rose Decadence, because you will have a gold in all your McGrath palettes and they might all remotely look the same, even though they do have just these small shifts here and there. For instance, the gold shade from Golden Opulence, I think is going to be a lot more yellow gold than the one found in Rose Decadence. The gold from La Vie en Rose is going to be a lighter type of a gold. I feel like this one has a little more rose gold to it. Although these remind me of each other, that leans strongly more gold to me than the one from Rose Decadence. Gold Lust from Divine Rose 2 is going to be a lot more yellow gold than Rose Decadence. The gold from Divine Rose 1 is going to be lighter, not as yellow. They're very similar, but I feel this one has like more of an antique feel to it versus the one from Rose Decadence. Dare I say, because this one comes in like the Melted Blitz formula, this is more of an actual metallic formula. They are very similar in tone. You're gonna get a lot more texture from this one. It's still very smooth, but this comes in like that gel to cream texture here instead of the actual metallic shade from Rose Decadence. So if you already have Divine Rose 1, you could expect to see Golden Honey in a similar hue from that shade in Divine Rose 1. Star Wars Gold is gonna be more gold. Yeah, definitely. This was Bronze Nebula. That definitely was more bronzy than anything. And I believe we also did, yes, we did Golden Opulence. I don't even... Bronze Seduction, what do we got in here? This one is like my least favorite shade, and this is more like a bronze. And then of course, you don't have any actual gold. Well, you have Astral Lunar Gold, which is one of the topper shades. It's not the same formula, nor is it the same color scheme altogether. Those are the major comparisons I think people might be concerned with the most. If there are other colors, because oh no, wait a minute. Ritualistic Rose has this more antique rose. It's a cooler shade. It's very soft. It actually leans more green than the one from Rose Decadence. And this shade, I feel not quite the same. This reminds me of the fuchsia shade, but that one from Ritualistic Rose is more rose pink than the one from Rose Decadence. And the Astral Duochrome shade has a stronger gold shift to it. It actually has green reflex in there, so not quite the same as the shades that exist in Rose Decadence. I think this will be a great pairing to Rose Decadence. So if you have Ritualistic Rose, you know, you could have a ball combining these shades together, most definitely. And here it is with Divine Rose 2. Peekaboo. For sure, these would be supplementary to each other. And again, perhaps you did not pick up Divine Rose 2 because it was like a lot. And Rose Decadence is like best of both worlds. Sure, you're not going to get this awesome trial chrome, but maybe you got a single trial chrome from an indie brand and you're like, I don't really need Divine Rose 2, and you're going to get Rose Decadence for $65 and just kind of supplement it with the other shades in your collection if you have a lot of singles. Wouldn't it be cool to see a 6-panner in this design though? I feel Mama's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice. I'm not saying she has to do it. However, now I know we all want to see these shadows on the lids. Okay, let's get to it. I have the Hourglass eye primer on, and where am I doing without my shadow brushes? Peach Dusk on that good size mirror too. Can't complain. Peach Dusk. What are we gonna do here? Oh, that's pretty. Now, although it felt drier than Naked Blush, it does blend very easily. And it does actually pack a lot of punch. I kind of went in a little heavy on the first application, which is cool. This is an Esum G35, by the way. Oh, but that is really nice. Just all over the lid. It has a really strong pinky hue to it. Now, ultimately, you either will go in with Peach Dusk all over the crease, lid, under the lash line, be done. And then maybe you'll go in with some Hedonistic Rose to add depth. I kind of want to go in with Naked Blush on this side just so you can see the difference with the shadows applied. And I'm going to go in with a totally different Esum brush. So this is Naked Blush from Divine Rose 2 and see how that goes. I can definitely tell this leans more pinky rose and this is more peachy coral, which explains why I feel this is a exquisite blush shade. This could be a nice blush shade too, which we will totally test out, most definitely. Let's tap into some Hedonistic Rose. Sonagy Jumbo Blender. Tapping that right on Peach Dusk. Ooh, I'm tapping so I could get maximum color payoff. Keep in mind, this is a very, I feel, from the 6 shades, specific color story. If you want something more neutral, you're not going to get it from Rose Decadence because this is the only deepening shade that you have available to you in this palette. And because it leans so heavily rose magenta, that's going to be the overall feel of the look. If you want something a little more neutral, then yeah, maybe if you dive into Extreme Burgundy, or if you have Divine Rose 1 Extreme Mahogany, which has a lot more brown in it, the overall look might lean more neutral, but that's a really nice, like, haze effect. Definitely going in with Fushcia. Going in with my finger because I feel these textures just apply better with the finger. Now, is this the strongest duochrome? No. For my hardcore indie fans who are watching this, yes, you might have to dip into your indie collection for like your multi-chrome, trial chrome experience. There is a strong fuchsia shift in here. I think it's really nice. The overall color is gorgeous. I think it's so pretty. I do want to layer over some Scandalous. I think this color with the fuchsia, stop it. Anything bronzy rose gold is my jam. Like this, I cannot take it. Pink champagne on the brow bone. That's a pretty color. Ooh, I like that a lot. I might have to put that on my cheekbone. Actually, let's do that right now. I'm gonna tap some pink champagne and place it right on the cheek bone. That is so pretty. Very smooth on the skin. Don't mind me just putting a lot more. Golden honey on the inner part of my lower lash line. These metallics are very much consistent, I feel, with all of Pat's 6-panners. Hedonistic Rose on the rest of the lower lash line. Usually her 6-pan formats don't have those Blitz Astral shades, and that's kind of like the perk when you decide to buy a 10-panner, you get to have those shades. Or she decides to do a quad again this holiday season, who knows, maybe she'll do a 6-pan in the black lacquer. Pink champagne on the inner corner. I'm curious to see how would Peach Dusk look with Naked Rose. Try that again. Naked Blush. Because if you have Divine Rose 2 and you're like, how is this Rose Decadence going to help me? Well, let's take a little bit of Peach Dusk and put that on top of the Naked blush. I feel like Peach Dusk is not completely matte. It has a little bit of sheen. I don't know if you can see it on screen. I feel that's the case because I read one description and it says satin matte. It has a little bit of sheen that is left behind. I'm not mad at that. Not at all. Now pink champagne on this eye because I feel like this is like our smoky moment here. And pink champagne all over the lid I think will definitely lighten the look. Maybe if you want to use this for every day instead of using Scandalous, Fushcia, or the Golden Honey, pink champagne, that is really pretty. Ooh, that's nice. And then how about Hedonistic Rose on the lash line as like our defining moment, right? If you want a little more contrast there, you could definitely make that happen. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm adding layers so this could really show. If you have a pencil that's similar to this shade, then you'll sketch on with the pencil and then dab on Hedonistic Rose on top. Scandalous with my Esum G27 now on the lower lash line. I had the lip balm for quite some time. I had it looking at my camera for an hour now. The shine does fade, so I don't think this is the most long-lasting formula, but I have been talking non-stop for an hour, so there's also that. Fuchsia Flame on the inner part of the eye. Ooh, if you're afraid of color, you feel Fuchsia Flame is gonna be too much, just pop it right here on the inner part of the eye, and I think that's such a beautiful spot to place this shade if you don't feel comfortable wearing it on your lid like we did on this side. For funsies, Golden Honey as our inner corner highlight. Pink champagne on the brow bone. Let's curl these lashes. And this is also the palette that Cardi B wore in WAP. There's some roses in this house. And the pink with her outfit, Dark Star. Must. Ooh, pink champagne, I love. I don't know what it is about that shade. I just love the sheen it leaves behind, but the fact that it's so light pink. Ooh, because Skin Show Rose Glow, I think from Divine Rose 2, is a little more champagne. Here's a close-up of both eyes just so you could take a look at the lid. Got the Dark Star on. We got all 6 shades from Rose Decadence on. Ooh, let me apply pink champagne on this side. Here we go. Ooh, that's pretty. This on the cheekbones is outrageously beautiful. That, but I do want to go into Peach Dusk for a blush. I'm tapping some on the palm of my hand because this color has some punch. Ooh, I didn't expect anything less. This buffs really nicely on the skin and it leaves behind such a beautiful flush of color. And why not? I'm gonna take it higher. And if you're a deeper skin tone, I would put Hedonistic Rose on the cheeks too. And overall, I think if you are deeper than me, you would enjoy this palette. Hedonistic Rose has some depth to it, but again, if you want more intensity, you might have to go in with a deeper brown pencil, put that on first and put Hedonistic Rose on top. As far as all the metallics though, the metallic gonna pop off on deeper skin tones, definitely. Pink champagne, even though it looks very light, I think the pink undertone will show through more than it looks icy. I could be wrong. I can't wait to see other review videos using that shade and see how it looks. Ooh, but Peach Dusk as a put it on my temples, on my cheeks. This is multi-purpose, friends, okay? Don't even think for a second you can only use this on your eyes. For $65, you're getting face and eye, okay? Highlight, cheeks, and eyes. That's it. And here's a wide shot of the look, both with eyeshadows on and the eyeshadows on the cheeks as blush and highlight. And why don't we get into this Divinyls? I'm saying Divinyl because Mother always loves the word divine. So I figured, I mean, what else would it be? You should see the mess I have next to me. This also gives me time to decide if Rose Decadence is my favorite 6 pan thus far. It has for a long time been Golden Opulence. I don't know now, friends. I don't know. Let's start with the first one. We got Nude Venus. Bel Amour. Ooh, hold on. these go on real nice. Ooh, Bellamore has really nice pigmentation to it. It's a little translucent because it is a hybrid gloss bomb, but I like this for every day because you know how I feel about these fuchsia pinks, friends. I have to have the right eye. But with this eye, please. Ooh, love interest. Boudoir Rosé. I like this one too. This is like a coral. I'm still trying to figure out this scent. That's pretty. I don't know what it is. I like the pinks when they're like glossy bombs. When it's a straight up lipstick, I'm like, I don't know. It's a lot to commit to. But the high gloss bomb, I'm feeling it. Temptress. This is more of like a deep red versus, I think it was this one here that we swatched. The more, it was, I think, Love Interest? I forgot what I'm trying to remember all these names. I'm sorry. Last one. No, we have Electric Lotus. Ooh, Electric Lotus looks to be like more of a hot coral shade. But I love the rosé one too. Let's take a look, shall we? Here we have Electric Lotus. Here we have Temptress. Here we have Love Interest. Let's put on some Supernatural, topped off with some Nude Venus. And why not some Bel Amour? Ooh, that's a pretty combination because the Nude Venus, if you feel is too beigey on its own, you can tap on a little Bel Amour and just kind of like bring a little bit of that pink. I love it. All right, fam, those are all the swatches of the eyeshadow palette, some comparison swatches. We did the swatches of the new Divinyls. If you want, I am more than happy to go on live and apply these one by one. We can do different combinations because I realize you might want to get more of an in-depth understanding of the product in terms of the shades and which ones will work best for you. I really love this formula a lot. It has a little more punch than your typical tinted balm for sure, and a lot more shine. If you're someone like me who talks all day, I mean, not only am I filming YouTube videos, but I'm also teaching, so the lasting power I think diminishes when it's in those circumstances. However, I do feel these go on beautifully. I really like the bullet too. I like how it's a round bullet versus a pointed one. Sure, maybe the pointed one will give you a little more precision, but I just like these shades or just overall product that you could slap on. But I appreciate the fact that it has a little bit of tint, maybe more so than again, a typical balm formula, but it's not intimidating to use, and it definitely pushes me more to dive into these pinkier red tones that I wouldn't otherwise wear if it was a traditional lipstick. When it's a balm high gloss type of a thing, I'm like all for it. Nude Venus is like your go-to neutral beige. Bel Amour is the more rosy, but I have to say I love these tones too. This was Temptress. This was more like red, but it had a really nice hue to it that really livened up the face. Boudoir Rosé, this is such a pretty shade. Like, it's more leaning coral pink, but I think it's so nice. I know we're nearing the end of summer, it's not completely over, but just to get that, you know, more tropical summery feel on the lips, I love that shade too. And of course, Electric Lotus is so pretty. That definitely leans more red. So I understand these all look similar. They do have different hues to them. I don't think you can go wrong with either for sure. And I know, again, it's tough to see online. They're sheer, they're not completely opaque, so don't expect something that's going to completely cover your lips like a liquid lipstick. But I do think you're going to get a little more color than you expected for sure. I feel it's a lot easier to use or feel more inclined to use it because it introduces itself like a balm. So maybe you will use it more often because it is a balm instead of an actual lipstick. And then if you have a lot of lip liners already, if you're planning to buy any of the new PERMAGEL liner colors, then those will pair beautifully with these. I will pick up two of the new Astral shade because I want this sparkly packaging. I want this sparkly packaging. I don't know if you noticed, I got Miss Divine Rose behind me. Hello. I think this is a beautiful curation of shades. It's very specific. It's pink, it's peach, fuchsia, gold, bronze, rose gold. If you're not into those shades, then you're not gonna like this palette. Don't feel inclined to buy it because you are a Mother fan like I am, right? Not everything she releases is going to align with your interests in terms of what colors you like to use the most and what have you. The quality is there for sure. Very much consistent with her previous 6 pan palette dare I say, her 6-pan quality has improved, and I noticed that heavily in her Golden Opulence palette. These mattes in here are just beautiful. Even the Star Wars palettes I think are great as well. I also appreciate the fact that she included 2 mattes. Even though this is considered like a satin matte, it basically looks matte on the skin when you blend it out. But I feel there is a little bit, or maybe I was just crazy that time. It is matte, but it's not dry. Even though I feel Naked Blush is super smooth, again, this is Peach Dusk. This is very smooth as well, so don't be fooled. I mean, when you get this palette, it's going to be beautiful. The blend is going to be smooth. Hedonistic Rose, although feels dry, I think if you tap it on, it has a really nice blend. And it's going to be a really nice color when you apply it over Peach Dusk. I am head over heels for Fuchsia Flame. This is a beautiful shade. The metallics in here are smooth. They just have beautiful shine. They have beautiful blend. They lay on the lid so smooth. I still can't get over Peach Champagne. And the fact that it looks like this on the cheekbone, it's beautifully exquisite. I love this palette. It's so hard because I love my Golden Opulence. I do. I think this is one of Pat's greatest. I know it went on sale and people were mad about it because, oh my God, when this first released, woo, it was a disaster. So these are the 2 side by side. So if you're more neutral every day, you definitely go with Golden Opulence. If you want to steer from the typical neutral route and dive into the more rosy peachy tones, then Rose Decadence is going to be for you. Most definitely. Do I feel like you need this if you already have Divine Rose 2? Yes, because if you love Divine Rose 2, this will definitely supplement it, I think, not in a repetitive way, but just in a harmonious way. You could apply Fuchsia Flame with Extraterrestrial. Oh my God. Bronze Rosé with Scandalous, right? You could do a whole lot of damage. But at the same time, you're like, Alicia, I know the textures are different, but the colors are the same to me. Listen, I understand. Divine Rose 2 is very comprehensive, I feel as well. If you feel what you've seen from Rose Decadence is what you have in Divine Rose 2, which I agree. Like, you could get something similar from Divine Rose 2 that I got here today, but it's just these shades. The Fuchsia Flame. The Fuchsia Flame. Because remember, Extraterrestrial has that strong green shift. So if you weren't crazy about that and you wanted your whole lid to look fuchsia, then the Fuchsia Flame is going to give it to you. Naked Blush and Peach Dusk, they are different, but if you feel they're similar enough for you to not get Rose Decadence, great. Hedonistic Rose is more rosy in tone than Extreme Burgundy. I like Hedonistic Rose because I think it just influences the whole eye look to steer more rosy pink than like more of a neutral burgundy shade. All in all, if you do decide to get this palette and you love these shades, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I absolutely adore this color curation. I love my eyes. The cheeks are my favorite. Are you kidding me? Peach Dusk on the skin. Please. I might mess this up, but I just want to tap a little bit of Hedonistic Rose, just a little bit, right here. Oh my God. That is so pretty. It just gave it a little more. It just gave it a little more. I'm all for it. You better. You better. Let me know, fam, if you're picking up Rose Decadence, what your thoughts are on it. If I miss any comparisons, let me know. If anything, I will put it up on the YouTube stories. I think that's what they're called now. I haven't used that feature. Well, that's a lie. I used it, but I keep forgetting that it's there. Either that or on Instagram stories. I'm more than happy to. Also, let me know if you're picking up any of the Divinyls. These are great. I really like them. I love how they feel. Even though they're high gloss, they're not sticky. Definitely one for the person who does not like gloss, but you definitely want more shine from a lip balm formula. This right here. And the way they layer and combine, because they're so sheer, they're not going to look muddy on the lips, but they're going to enhance each other. I think it's a plus. And this pink chrome packaging, I mean, my goodness, it's just too much to take. Hopefully this video helped, friends. I'm sorry it was so long, but the timestamps are down below so you can skip over. And until then, fam, that is a wrap. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video helped. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another review, tutorial, Pop McGrath collection release. monthly favorites, or nightly live chit chat. Take care, and I will see you again soon.